good afternoon and welcome to the Nike Zoom Innovation Summit here in London. We are privileged and honored to have all you guys with us today. We know a lot of you traveled from far away, so it is really appreciated that you took the time today and be with us. My name is Sebastian Teche. I am Nike's product line manager for track and field and racing, and as such I'm part of Nike Running's product creation team. Within our team, we got a great honor and privilege to work with some of the world's best athletes, such as the great Eliud Kipchoge. About 2 months ago, we went to the London Marathon and we worked with Eliud on some of the prototypes that in the future will make him faster. Those insights, that feedback, insight, and that validation that he gives us about our products inform directly all of our training products. As a team, we really create, build, plan, and develop our products, our running products. And today it's really true to say that we have a new day at Nike Running. We have more resources and more people really able to build running products for everyone everywhere. And we always start with something that Bill Bauman taught us a long time ago. It's all about the detail, obsessing the detail, and it's all about making athletes and runners everywhere faster. You know, there's a little asterisk behind the word athlete, and we believe that if you have a body, you are an athlete. So we are really charged with creating running products for everybody, for everyone in the world. And looking at the culture of running, it is alive and it's really well. The running culture has clearly changed in the last 40 years, and today we have more people than ever participating in the sport of running, which is phenomenal for us to see. Running is really absolutely booming, and when we go out and we listen to runners and we hear what they have to say, the notion of my perfect run comes up all the time. And the perfect run for each runner could be something completely different. For somebody like Eliud Kipchoge, his perfect run was probably winning the London Marathon. But we know that a lot of folks out there don't just want to run in a city anymore. They take to the trails. So trail running is a hugely growing part of our sport. We know that a lot of people like to run in run crews and like to own their city. We know that people like to be part of mass participation races. And when you look at the UK market here in the UK over the last 10 years, parkruns have been super successful. People getting out every single week to try to better themselves, to get faster and really beat their time from the previous week. All of that really gives us a really huge variety of runners that are out there and are taken to the streets, and all of them have very different needs. So when we look at those runners, we feel that most of them are getting very sophisticated. This notion of every run has a purpose is nothing new. This is something that our elite athletes have been doing for years. This is something when you want to be better and you want to achieve the next goal of your running career, you have to mix it up. You have to do tempo runs, you have to do track sessions, long runs, recovery runs, and more runners of all ability are getting into that mindset. People are really want to give every single run, every day a purpose. It's not about going out at the same pace, the same distance every day. It is really about bettering themselves every single run they take. And we see that as a great opportunity to really go into what these runners need and want, and building a product that absolutely fulfills that preference and that need that we see out there. When boiling it down, when listening to runners globally, we boil it down to three categories. The first one, there is a lot of fast runners out there. People that want responsive, engineered, finely tuned, super technical, high performance products. We also know there is a lot of natural runners. Over the last 15 years, we've seen this natural running movement coming along where people really want to feel the ground. They want to be in control of the foot, and they want to have that sensory feedback from the road. And over the last 5 to 7 years, we've also seen a growing number of runners really liking a plush shoe. People that really don't want to feel the road, and they want just cushioning and comfort all around the shoe. So that's really something that we as Nike Running today are going after. That's the way that we have aligned our product creation teams going forward. And we will have enough resources and time to really obsess the details of every single product to cater for all these different categories. So now we know what runners want, but we also know what runners really need. And most of that is really goes through 3 filters at Nike Running. The 3 filters are fit, feel, and force. The fit is really all about the interface between the shoe and the foot, really obsessing how the shoe interacts with the foot. The feel is really all around that spectrum from plush to natural and fast. Really making sure that we are offering a whole spectrum of shoes to cater for any preference that could be out there. And the fourth piece is really this notion of amplifying the positive forces of Torah, positive natural forces, and really reducing the negative impact forces that are coming through runners, and really protecting them, not getting injured, making sure that they can have that purposeful run every single day. Now, every category, the categories of fast, natural, and plush, have an experience and expression attached to them. Today we're going to talk about fast. It's all about being fast. It is the sum of speed. And when it comes to the experience in the fast category, we're really talking about the explosive, engineered, fine-tuned, super technical, high-performance running shoe. When it comes to an expression piece, we will absolutely obsess the precision and uncompromised performance of the shoes. But over the years, we've done a pretty good job in actually making runners look good too. So this whole swagger piece, this attitude piece, is definitely something that we'll be adding to our products, and it's something that our team has been charged to really bring and push into the market, making sure that geeky runners everywhere look pretty good. Before we even start thinking about shoes and building shoes, there's a huge team down in the Nike Explore Research Lab that really works on innovating every single day. We have a hugely talented team of biomechanists, physiologists, researchers that obsess the way the human body works. And before I go too deep into this, I'll let Matthew Nurse, who is our Senior Innovation Director for FAST, talk to you a little bit about what that work looks like.
If you take science and design by themselves, they have no power. They're not going to do beautiful things, but the overlap and the convergence of those two together is when beautiful things happen. It's an extremely creative process to be a researcher in the Nike Sport Research Lab. If you look at all of us, we're all extremely passionate about sport. We geek out on the science of athletes and athletic performance. Every day is a new challenge, and we want to make athletes better all the time. Athletes ask us for three things. They ask us to make me better, to protect me, and to inform me. The better you understand the needs of that athlete, the better you're going to make product. Motion capture is one of the tools we use. What it allows us to do is really objectively understand an athlete in motion. We use high-speed video. Most digital cameras capture around 30 frames a second. We can do 30,000 frames a second, so we can see things you don't necessarily see with the naked eye. Our force plates take thousands of measurements per second, and we get forces in three-dimensional space. We have environmental chambers. We can collect things like expired gases, so we know the amount of energy your body is using to do a particular movement. And in these chambers, we can accurately replicate weather from anywhere on the planet and make sure that our product is going to work in those environments. HAL is our copper sweaty mannequin. And what HAL allows us to do is understand the thermal or evaporative properties of the garments, and we can very quickly turn over prototypes and have a deep appreciation for how they're going to perform on an athlete later. When we look at the data we capture, there's beauty in that. I've heard people talk about the data that we look at, the lines and curves, like a symphony. So much in the same way that someone who reads music can actually hear the sounds and instruments being played, sometimes we can see the movement of what's actually occurring. Data is really the new voice of the athlete. And by listening to that voice, we can challenge the current paradigms to do something previously unimagined, to change the game and to change the way that athletes perform. We take the knowledge that we get from working with these amazing elite athletes and turn those insights into the unbelievable product that we make here at Nike. To see these products used on the field of play to help make athletes better, that's what fuels our passion. That's the power and the beauty of what we do. And Nike does it better than anybody else.